The end of hostilities between the U.S. and Iran, now looking closer than ever with a new peace framework. No paperwork has been released. But what little has been announced includes, according to both sides, limits on Iran's nuclear program and the U.S. lifting some sanctions, although there's still disagreement on how much relief Iran will get and if or when Iran would get its frozen assets. The deal already facing criticism from many, including former President Barack Obama, for closely resembling his 2015 nuclear deal with Iran.
It is doubtful that any agreement that arises is going to be significantly different or a significant improvement from the deal that we had in the first place.
So what was in that deal, known by its initials, the JCPOA? It was the product of years of negotiation between Iran and the 5 members of the UN Security Council, plus Germany. Under that deal, Iran agreed to limit its nuclear program, including the language, Iran reaffirms that under no circumstances will Iran ever seek, develop, or acquire any nuclear weapons. It also provided that UN inspectors would check to make sure Iran was complying. In return, the countries, including the U.S., agreed to, quote, a comprehensive lifting of sanctions and unfreeze some Iranian assets.
It did stop Iran from being able to build a bomb. At least for the next 10 years. But apart from that, it just was the opening for building the relationship back up.
The deal did not include provisions stopping Iran from building ballistic missiles or from supporting proxy militants in the region like Hamas or Hezbollah. Those omissions fiercely criticized by Israel and then candidate Donald Trump.
Never, ever, ever in my life have I seen any transaction so incompetently negotiated as our deal with Iran.
The ultimate long-term effectiveness of the Obama deal will never really be known. President Trump pulled the U.S. out in 2018 in his first term and reinstated harsh sanctions. Now, in his second term, Trump has the chance to craft his own peace deal. But these talks will take place after months of punishing strikes by the U.S. and Israel. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth pointing that out this weekend.
That's the big difference between this and JCPOA and the way Obama did it. Obama, they begged Iran for a deal, and we bombed Iran.
Remember, the White House said that it obliterated Iran's nuclear facilities a year ago, before this war, which has now cost the U.S. 13 lives, along with billions of dollars and a depleted weapons stockpile. The president says Iran has agreed to let the U.S. dig out highly enriched uranium that could be used to quickly build a bomb. But so far, no other details on how the U.S. will verify that Iran is not cheating, although a senior administration official says that's in the deal. Maybe the biggest difference between the old deal and this one, the Strait of Hormuz. Reopening it, now a huge part of negotiations. It was not an issue in 2015. Iran had never used it as leverage before and still says it will levy fees for ships going through. Hardliners in both countries don't think it goes far enough.
It's hard to imagine that in the next 6 months during these negotiations, there won't be an incredible amount of pressure by the opponents.
And Israel is now effectively sidelined, potentially derailing any agreement with more military action, meaning there's still plenty of work to do. Andrea Mitchell, NBC News, Washington.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.